And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. It can certainly get loud inside this building. And just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Buffalo Bills. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. First down. Here's Cousins. And his first look is incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing is Cousins. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Still going. They can't stop him. The gain of 39 that time. Just the first quarter of tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season-open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
Second down, Cousins. Escaping the pressure right. And some room to roam now. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. A tackle for loss there. 2 last week. He's tough to handle coming off the edge.
And when you talk about a defensive end, your first thought is, how does he rush the passer? That's where he makes his big plays getting into the backfield. But the best ones can play the run as well. And that's what we're seeing from him, that excellent combination of holding the point of attack and also getting upfield to make plays in the backfield.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Here's Cousins, dancing to his left, and this is going to be incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
Now the first carry for the former Jaguar. This is Chris Ivory, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Now Allen throwing on second down. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Throwing his Allen on third. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Linval Joseph in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a fourth down. The Bills send the punter out. Marcus Sherrill's back deep for Minnesota. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Fielded at about the 28. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Throw left side on target to Thielen. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. Part of the reason they're here, no doubt, was his big performance in the NFC title game, and that's his first catch of the Super Bowl. Now a play fake here on first down. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Well, getting to the quarterback, that's an area Buffalo really wants to improve this season.
Hard to believe they went to the playoffs last year. Just 27 sacks on the season. Would that rank in the league? 29th
Tied
overall?
for 29th,
Tied for 29th. If they want to get back to the playoffs, they'll have to up that number deep into the 30s.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Kyle Williams in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Cousins. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up on the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
And Rudolph has it left side. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
On second down, Cook. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On third down, Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, this from 37. The kick by Carlson is good. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the first. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Bills getting set to go. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Allen looks to throw on second down. Benjamin with it over the middle. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play.
And McCoy loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On second down, here's Allen. Eluding the pressure right. Lee's got it over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
After the penalty, it's McCoy. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we get back. Two seconds to go, first quarter. Looking to throw on second down. Allen, he's got a man complete. It's Clay. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. From midfield, here's Allen. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Daniil Hunter coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. And that'll set them back 5. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Now Allen. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. This is caught inside the 15. So with a big gainer anyways, he'll go ahead and take that instead of the pass interference call.
They didn't need the penalty. It would have been different, right, if they had somehow lost some yardage somewhere, but they did not. Gained all they could, down to the spot of the foul. Nothing to be gained by taking the penalty.
First trip to the red zone for the Bills. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Throwing now is Allen. Steps away to his left. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now Allen to throw. To throw on 2nd down. Flush to his right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. Try and throw on 3rd down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Bills are an extra point away from taking the lead. So it goes for a rookie quarterback. He had the INT earlier in this first half, but he bounces back with a touchdown pass.
And you have to like the mental acumen, the toughness, the fortitude of him, because oftentimes for a rookie, you throw an interception early, you're taken right out of the game, or mentally you check out a little bit. Give him a lot of credit for bouncing back.
Hauschka with the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
I remember the first time I saw Dalvin Cook play in college. I was watching him on TV, called a scouting friend of mine and said, "Who is this guy? He's special." And he said, "Dude, you're watching a home run hitter on the field."
Yeah, he was special in Tallahassee. Left Florida State their all-time leader in rushing yards and touchdowns. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Now a second down throw for Cousins. And that is incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. The Vikings on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 11. Cousins to throw it. And this throw will be intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Over the middle, complete. That's Lee. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. Now a first down carry here for McCoy. Pass it with Sean McCoy off to the races. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bills will extend their lead. He's got it, and the lead moves to 15-6. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And out now come the Vikings. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing, Cousins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Allen now on first down. And going over the middle here to Curley. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Allen going to throw. Man open right side, it's the tight end Clay. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. A give to McCoy. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Now Allen looking to throw on second down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Linval Joseph in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. To the air, Allen. He'll set up the screen to McCoy. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Only 2 on the screen pass there, and it'll be 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And complete. Right side, the tight end Rudolph. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Cousins on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Gun, let's go, let's go.
Second down, Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll start on the ground with McCoy. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now Allen throwing on second down. Completes it to Lee. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Play action. Now it's Allen. They'll roll him out right. Looking downfield for Jones. And that will be caught by Jones. He's got a Buffalo touchdown. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Cousins. Being chased out left. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Hey, flipper, flipper! Black, black! Good! Hey! Black, black!
Final play of the half. Cousins lets it fly for Treadwell. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. That'll be taken in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. A second quarter score from down in Houston. And the early going, it's the Texans out in front. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout.
Leopard! Leopard! Over!
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Sheldon Richardson there to make the play.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Gun! 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 Gun!
Allen looks to throw on second down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Right back to him on first down. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Sliding out of the pocket. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. The Bills on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is third down and 12.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Room here to run. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Of course, last year, you think about Dalvin Cook's injury in Week 4 with a torn ACL, just hoping that he can stay healthy in 2018.
And if so, we'll see plenty of runs that will be big time in 2018. Because in 2017, he took over the starting running back job as a rookie and was off to a terrific start. In fact, if you ask people in the Minnesota Vikings organization, they were giddy at the fact that they were able to get him outside of the first round and plug him into the lineup. They expect him to be big time in this season.
The Vikings on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here's Cousins. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Cousins to his tight end Rudolph for a Viking first down. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 49-yard line. A give. This is Cook. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Cousins now on 2nd down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's brought down. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Cousins. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Off the play fake. Cousins. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Detroit!
They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. The tackle goes there to Linval Joseph.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd down, it's McCoy. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. And he's got his man. It's the tight end play. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
Here's a 1st and 10 now after they successfully drew him off sides. This give is to McCoy. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. Charles, I think sometimes maybe we take LaShawn McCoy for granted. Been in the league since 2009. He's played 12 or more games every season as a running back. 30 years old this year. What do you see for his future?
I still see a very bright future for him, and you're exactly right. We do kind of take him for granted.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Eric Kendricks leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. On play action, Allen. He'll buy some time right. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. So So they fake the handoff. Now Allen buying time to his left. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now Cousins. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be second down. Cousins to throw it. And Rudolph has it left side. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
First down, here's Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he's brought down after a good gain. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more.
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. It's the fullback, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Vikings have made this now a one-score game. Now Cousins going to bring his guys up for the two-point try. Throwing, Cousins. Pass incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll try and get the running game going with McCoy. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. On the tackle, it's Trey Waynes.
Well, Brandon Pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go with a nice
rush coming, and he's taken down. Ben Gideon, tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Sherrills to return it. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now out comes Minnesota. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Hauschka adds the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. Back to it after the pick six. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Now it's the backup Simeon. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Here's McCoy. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 2nd down, here's Allen. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 4. Allen off the play fake. They'll roll him out right. Man open right side. It's the tight end Clay. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Check 50.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal.
Oh, there's no doubt that this is a huge defensive series right here. They've got to hold them to a field goal attempt or less. Otherwise, this game just might be out of reach. Let's see if they can hunker down and get it done.
Flushed out right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Over. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over.
He's going to get it running right. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
They'll try and run it with McCoy. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. And Hauschka's kick is good. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Trent Murphy. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Cousins. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 23. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he has painted off in a big, big way.
Now McCoy, and this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. The Bills on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. The Bills on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run for it with McCoy. He stiff arms him. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. Now McCool. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
And Allen is actually going to throw it here. Steps away. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Charles Clay, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Hauschka with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Cousins now. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A huge play there on the screen pass. 49 yards.
So what's the old expression that quarterbacks like to use when they decide to throw the football? I'm looking for either a touchdown or a check down. And he took the check down on that play, and it worked almost to perfection.
Rolling that, a big loss here as he's taken down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Second down, Cousins. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. He's padding his already great numbers here in overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now. Moving them downfield, putting them in a position to win the game. The stats, that's for the fantasy guys. I know they're enjoying that show.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Buffalo, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Lambeau to take on the Packers. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.